Hey folks, back in the hospital. Gonna be here for about 14 days. Updates. I feel fine right now, but I came in, today's Sunday, came in Friday? Yeah, Friday, because I was throwing up again, and they still don't know why that keeps happening, so that's great. But we determined at my last hospital stay that I am undergoing something called antibody mediated rejection. So that's basically any type of rejection caused by antibodies that are directed against donor specific antigens. So basically, all my throwing up of my medicine has caused me to grow an antibody, which I'm not supposed to be able to do anymore. But this antibody disagrees with my lungs. Weirdly, I'm not having any lung symptoms. I don't feel any sort of weird about rejection. Because, like, the last time I had rejection, it was a different type of rejection, but the last time I had rejection, like, my lungs felt weird. But this time they don't, so I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, the process for treating this is 14 days in the hospital. So what they're going to do, I asked a bunch of questions this morning, but what they're going to do is they're going to put basically dialysis catheters in my neck, 2 of them, probably on this side, together. That's called a double lumen central line, but they're using a larger diameter catheter than what they would normally use for a central line because they're doing plasmapheresis. Getting into that in a second. But they're doing plasmapheresis through it, and IVIG therapy, and B-cell blockers. So, to explain what some of that is, because I did some research. Plasmapheresis is basically where, like, plasma is separated from your blood cells, and then the plasma is either replaced with, like, saline or something like that, or it's treated and then returned to your body. Well, what they're going to do with my plasma is they're going to take that antibody out of it and then put the blood back. So it's not somebody else's blood. It's my blood, but it's still kind of creepy. IVIG therapy is intravenous immunoglobulin therapy. And the way I understand that thus far is basically they take immunoglobulins out of healthy people's plasma, store it, and then when somebody needs it, they infuse it through your veins. So I'm going to assume that they're going to use the second lumen for that, because they're, like I said, 2 tubes, 2 lumens. One's probably going to be for the plasmapheresis, the other one's probably going to be for the IVIG therapy. Goodness. And then the B-cell blocker just sounds like a normal, like, IV thing, which this IV is, like, bloody, and it's kind of gross, and I don't like it. But it doesn't hurt, it's just bleeding. Or was bleeding at some point, apparently. I don't know. She told me not to worry about it unless it starts to, like, peel up. And so far it's really not, so whatever. But anyway, 14 days of this. Sounds terrible. It is so intense that they actually print off a schedule and put it in your room so you know exactly what to expect. I kind of like that. Especially because I never know what to expect from these people. So it'll be nice to have kind of like an idea of how my days are going to go. But tomorrow I go down to interventional radiology to get that line placed, and we go from there. So, am I nervous? Maybe a little, but not terribly. Honestly, when I woke up from transplant, I had 4 lumens sticking out of my neck. Granted, they weren't dialysis-sized lumens, but they were normal gauge lumens, and there was 4 of them. If I can deal with that, I can deal with 2 big ones, right? I mean, I had tubes about this big around stuck in my chest. I think I can handle little ones in my neck. I need to still discuss with them the idea of getting my sinus surgery done while I'm here as well. I'm gonna guess they're gonna wait a few days to make that decision, but I'd like to put it in their heads again, because they might have forgotten. I don't know. But I'm wore out. I'm tired of being in this hospital. I really hope this 14-day treatment does some sort of miracle and I end up fine and stable and able to get a job and able to go to school in the fall. I just want to be a person, guys. Like, this is not a life. And that's what I fought for, was a life. That's what I am fighting for. And I was just kind of hoping it would not be this difficult after transplant. But I've never gotten that lucky. Not with my health. So we're just gonna try to take it one day at a time. And until I see you again, peace.